right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Hey guys.
Hey, can you hear us, guys?
Hi. So
Maybe. Hello.
yeah, I think we're good. We're good, right? Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Woohoo! Yeah, they say they can.
Excellent.
Oh, how you guys doing today? We're bringing you a webcast for Dragon's Prophet. Today we have Rod Haza, that'd be me, and my co-pilot today is Omid, which we have no title for him, so we'll take care of that.
So yeah.
In case you guys want to know exactly who he is.
Yeah. So I'm the brand manager for Dragon's Prophet and for EverQuest Next. How you guys doing?
Okay, so today, what are we going to talk about today? Today we're going to hit some crafting for any you aspiring crafters out there and want to know a little bit about the system. We're going to give you an opportunity to take a look at it, ask some questions, and we'll show you what's there.
And we're also going to give out some beta keys, and the way that we're going to do this, I believe we're going to give out 10 keys. And I'm going to ask some dragon-related trivia questions, and when someone in the chat gets it right, then we'll put a beta key up.
Dragon related, huh?
Yeah, dragon-related.
I guess that makes sense.
All right, let's start with the first one. The first trivia question is, what are the name of Daenerys Targaryen's 3 dragons in Game of Thrones?
Dun dun dun.
Anyone? All right, we're in the game.
Rodzers?
Oh, you got a fan.
I don't know.
Rodzers.
Is it? Huh. Okay. We'll wait for some answers to the question there. Where was I at? Let me get started over here.
What is it with you people? No one knows that Game of Thrones is a book. Yeah. Also, yeah. Good suggestion there, Tallyhood. There is Google.
Okay, so while we're waiting for the answer to the question, I'm going to get started a little bit about crafting. Dragon's Prophet brings 6 different crafting professions to the game. You don't have to choose one particular profession. You can go through any of them. The professions are Weaponsmith, where you're going to craft different types of weapons, your swords, your axes, hammers, bows, sickles, all those cool little items. From there, there's also Armorsmith, which, again, kind of self-explanatory. You're going to craft your armor for each of the classes. Alchemy is your potions and healing buffs and things like that. Chef is also another profession where you can create food. A lot of the food in the game is going to give you attribute bonuses or hit point bonuses. Later they'll actually play an important part in the PvP system. Tinkerer.
Okay. Correct answer.
Got the correct answer?
Oh yes, many people. Good job, guys.
Google's your friend. Tinkerer is another one of our trade skill classes. They're going to be your crafters of rings, earrings, necklaces. They'll also take care of your dragon armor. So it's an important one to get involved with. Carpenter is the final crafting profession, and they're primarily there for furniture that you can use in the housing system. They'll also be making things like siege engines and siege devices once we have the full Frontier system available in the game, which should be really cool.
Yeah, it's awesome too. I really like the crafting system because it's really in depth, and you got like a pretty cool, unique screen for each different piece of crafting.
Helps if I know where my keys are. Wow. Look at that. Okay, let's go through. We got Weaponsmith, Armorsmith, Alchemy, Chef, Tinkerer, and your Carpenter. So what I'm going to show off a little bit is the first thing you need to do for doing your crafting is you're going to need resources. There's a couple different ways to get resources in the game. Your first one is going to be to harvest, but I'm too lazy to run out and actually find a node to harvest. But you can find them out in the wild. Look around, there's mining nodes, there's trees that you can harvest, weeds on the ground. Those are going to give you some of the resources that are used for crafting. It's also a good way to get some of the rares through that system.
Okay, there's a good question. Also, we should say again for our community manager that we did get the right answer for that, so we need to get a key up. But the question is, do you have to choose a profession? Can you do them all?
You can choose to do them all. They're also not required. If you have no interest in doing crafting, feel free to not do them. If you want to be a crafter, you're going to have an opportunity to get some equipment that you may not be able to get through just normal means.
Yeah, and I like crafting because you get all kinds of cool stuff that you can't get anywhere else, right?
Instant access. There's the key.
Bam.
Grab it. Go for it. So the second way that you can get resources in-game is through your dragons. The dragons can be put into your dragon lair, and you can send them out to actually receive your resources for you. It's pretty simple to do. I'm just going to grab one of my dragons here, go through the dragon process, and from there I can select any one of the resources that I'm interested in. I don't know what you're doing there. You're confusing me. Any of the resources that you want to gather. So you can pick the type of one. For example, I'm looking at wood right now. From wood, I can then select the different tier of woods that I want to go harvest. Once I have the tier I want, I can pick the amount of time that I want to send my dragon out. Once I pick my time for my dragon, I can then send it out, and it'll cost the amount of money you see here. And then this is the return you're going to see for your investment of time on your dragon.
So, Rod, would you say that there's a lot of wood in this game?
There is certainly a lot of wood in this game.
Okay, so for the second trivia question, there is a magic dragon, and he lives by the sea. What is his name? It is not Khaleesi.
It's a good try, though. So, you got your two ways of getting your resources. Go out and gather them, send your dragons out to get it. Once you have your resources, you actually want to create something. The first thing you're going to want to do is process your resources into something usable. So, I'm in a crafting area right here. You can see there's a number of different crafting stations. You've got your tinkering one, your armor smith over here. Over there's an anvil in the distance there for your weaponsmith. Carpentry and alchemy's off to the side, some other direction. Not over here. So we won't do alchemy. It's no fun.
We got the correct answer. It is, well, I really like the Loch Ness Monster. That was pretty funny. But it's Puff, the magic dragon who lived by the sea.
So let's see. Processing. So to process, you're going to use your basic resource you have, and you're going to process that into something else. So for example, do I actually have any? Hey, look at that. I've got some water willow logs. More wood. And we're going to take that and make that into a strip. Very simple to do. It's a starting recipe. The starting recipes can be obtained immediately by any character. And we're going to take a look at the crafting system a little bit. So right here's your resources you have, and how many you actually have in your inventory, and how many you can actually make. So this requires 6 out of the 98 I have in my inventory.
So this is going to be an easy one.
Very simple to do. In this particular case, one of the advantages we have with this particular crafting is you have a random chance in there. If you roll a good number, you're actually going to get this lower percent over on the side here. So when I do a craft, I have a 92% chance of crafting one of these, a 5% of getting 2, or a 2.5% chance of getting 5 of them. So that the better the odds there, you can get some great returns on your crafting.
Yeah, I always like it when I hit that little jackpot. Makes me really happy.
So I'm just going to hit start crafting here. You see a little cool bar go through. You can see I received experience. I had to pay for my crafting. There's a crafting cost, and that goes up as you get through higher level crafting. And you can also see the reward I got. Had I actually got one of these ones, it would also said ×5 or ×3 to show you how many you received. When you're doing the crafting, you have the ability to increase the amount for it, go get a drink, come back in a minute or two, and they'll have some of it done. And that's the basic processing, and the processing is needed for your initial crafting system. So the crafting system has your resources. You then craft those into processed resources. Once you have those processed resources, you're now going to craft those into a complex part. That's going to be your buckles, your hooks, things like that that are used for your armor. And then from there, you can actually craft it into your actual armor pieces.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a pretty sophisticated system, right? Like, and you'll be able to get really deep into it or kind of just scratch the surface if you want.
So to show an example of an actual item, let me grab something. Hopefully I actually have resources for these things. Apparently I have no gloves.
Oh no.
Top, let's see. Oh goodness, did I not put resources? Okay. I think I did for armor. We'll go over to armor, or weapons.
Okay, the third trivia question, while Rod is getting that set up, is there is only one... Oh, this is probably not true. There is a...
You're going to do something that's not true? Wait.
Well,
okay.
I had to qualify it. So, name a country's flag that has a dragon on it.
Does it have to be a real country?
Maybe. It's not China, but good try.
Now you're going to... Do you know?
No. I'm just saying things that I heard.
Okay, well, we get some answers in there. So here's an example of something I can actually craft. We've got a night sky wand. It's a two-handed staff. What you can see in here that's kind of neat is I've got that 92% chance of creating the very first one. I've got the 5% of getting the quality 2 and the 2.5 for getting the quality 3. What that's going to do is it's going to give you different quality and more powerful weapons as you craft them. So in this case, I could potentially get a blue or all the way down to a white.
Yeah, no one wants those white ones, though.
Well, if it's an upgrade, why not? Gives you something.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't do well and got a white.
Uh,
That's what I do.
Oh, but you don't have enough stuff to do it again. I was going to say try again.
I can make this one instead.
All right, so whales. That's a great spelling of whales there from a couple people. It is not the animal whales. It is the country whales. And though well, we need to give you a beta key for that one. But this question doesn't get you a beta key. But anyone know any soccer players from Wales?
Did you play soccer?
A little bit.
You're not from Wales, though.
I played on the Welsh national team, as you might have guessed.
Let's see. So what's going to talk about next? With your crafting system, you have the advantage of getting each of these ones right here. If you want a better chance of getting that 2.5%, we have a catalyst system in game. This right here is the catalyst system. What you can do is you can add catalysts to it. By adding those catalysts, it'll actually increase your odds of getting some of the rare items, giving you a better chance at those. The catalyst can be obtained through normal game means. Also, you can purchase them through station cash. Actually, let me show you a way to actually try to get the station or the catalyst really quick. I happen to have a whole bunch of these bows sitting here. And this is one of those areas that I talk to people in game all the time, and it's funny how many people don't actually know about this system. Over in the bottom of your inventory here, there's a button that's called Extraction. What Extraction does for you, it allows you to remove components from items that are in the game. Pretty much all the weapons in the game, all the armor can be extracted. When you extract those, you have a chance of getting some of the resources for making that item, but you can also get the recipe for it. So it's one of the ways of obtaining rare recipes within the game.
So this is a good use of, the stuff that you get that isn't super awesome. Instead of just selling it for 1 gold or 1 copper, you actually can turn it into useful stuff for your crafting.
So you'll see as I'm clicking each of these, you're seeing the different items come in that I'm receiving from it. So I've got some saltwood strips, those are components. We have assist 2007562. It's a really important item. I don't know actually what it is, to tell you the truth.
And just as a note, folks, even though we're focusing on crafting, if there's anything you guys want to... Bhutan, very good. If there's any questions you guys have about the game in general, just ask them and we'll do our best to answer them.
So I was going to extract a couple more here and see if I can actually get a catalyst. Is one of the rare things you can get from pretty much any extraction you do, and you can also get the recipes themselves. But it looks like I'm not going to actually be lucky today. Well, I'm not lucky most days.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. That's why I don't play the lottery anymore.
Wow. Usually I'm much better than this. This is awful. I keep expecting you to write me like some kind of secret note or something there.
No, I'm just keeping track of the number of beta keys that we're giving away.
Yeah.
Rod thinks I'm writing down secret things over here, but...
I was expecting love notes or something, but... Okay.
So for the 4th question... Name a heavy metal band with dragon in the title. Oh, I got Rod stumped. He doesn't know.
Yeah, right off hand, I can't. Is that a name of a band? Oh.
Is Dragon Slayer really a band?
I'm sure there probably is one by that name.
No, Dragon Force is. I don't know Dragon Slayer. Are they awesome?
Can you sing a few lines from it?
Voodoo J, is Dragon Slayer awesome? Skyrim is not a band.
So, we've got the catalyst system. The catalyst allows you to get those better chance of getting the better items in there. So I'm at that 17% and a 35%. If I try crafting that, it's asking me if I want to use my catalyst, because I'm told it to use 10. We don't want to know about that anymore, though.
10 catalysts. Whoa.
And we got a blue one. So we got the rare off of that. What you're going to see when you actually craft the rares, which this one doesn't. Each of the rarities basically is going to give you the ability to have the random chance of higher stats that are on them, your damage and your defense if you're using armor. It'll also give you a chance to have the higher energy so you can put more gems into it. Also give you the option of having more attributes attached to it. So let's go through one more part of crafting right here. Not only can I add the catalyst into it, I can also add an enhanced catalyst. The enhanced catalyst come through the... Where's my key? Wrong key. Through the material refinement system. This is another stage of the crafting. When you're running through the dungeons, you oftentimes run into mobs that will give you things like sharp teeth or bone fragments. Maybe you wondered what exactly those were used for. They're used for the material refinement system. And what that does is it allows you to create an additional catalyst that you can add to your crafting to potentially add more stats to it. In this particular case, I'm using another one that, as many of you may have noticed if you're in beta for a little while, our most recent build we have just came in, and with that, a lot more recipes and a lot more items came in, which are still in the process of being translated, which is why you're still seeing some of these sys names in there.
And we're really excited, too, because that's a pretty big build that just came in, a pretty big update, and because we just got it, like, we're still going through it, so, you know, some of this stuff we're going to be discovering together, which is pretty cool.
Every day I log in right now and like, wow, I didn't know that happened.
Yeah.
I was amazed when we actually saw the zone chat. I know we were trying to get that in there, and it's now there. Players love it.
Yeah, it's pretty good stuff. Is there anything else that came out in the update that's notable?
Yes.
Perfect answer.
So the material refinement, I've got my component that I'm using up in the corner here, and then I'm also going to use an additional, like the bone fragments, the sharp horns, things like that, and each of these will actually determine what I'm going to be making. So I'm just going to grab some gold. That's not gold. Bone. Nope. Bone fragments.
I often confuse gold and bone.
And I'm just going to jack up the number here a little bit so I can have a 90% chance. Just for the heck of it, we'll throw some of these crusts in there. Why we have crusts, I don't know.
Oh, we should probably mention that in addition to the beta keys that we're giving out in the chat, our community managers are giving out beta keys on our Twitter and Facebook feeds during this also. So you may want to keep those open. And if you haven't subscribed to them already, we would really like it. And it's the best way to kind of keep in touch with us.
So I'm just going to hit the start refine here, and it's going to create it for us. And in this particular case, we received the preservation catalyst, 5%. So that's just a quick overview of what that system is. Let me show it to you when we're actually crafting something. So we go back in here. Let me find something I actually have resources for. Oh, that's a problem. That's a problem.
So for our fifth question.
Okay, so we'll go over here.
I see that a lot of people like Double Dragon, and that was one of my favorite games when I was growing up. Can you name the two brothers in the original Double Dragon?
Man, you're old.
I know, right? Also, guess how old I am.
So what was I talking about? Oh, let's see. What else can we do? Extracting. When we did the extracting, we could have gotten a recipe. In this case, I didn't actually get one, but I do have some in my inventory here. So I'm going to grab this right here, this recipe for this grayish one-hand sword. And I'm just going to right-click it, throw it into my inventory, or into my recipe book. One-hand swords, one-hand swords. They're in here somewhere, single-handed sword. So here's that particular one that I just scribed and learned. One of the things you can't see on this, which we're still working on the UI a little bit, cleaning things up, this particular recipe actually comes in charges on it. So you can only use this recipe 5 times. After those 5 uses, you'll lose the recipe, and you'll be able to not make it anymore until you go get another one of the recipes.
Cool. We got the correct answer there. It is Billy and Jimmy Lee. I couldn't remember their last name, so good job, guys.
I think we also got it right for 92.
Yeah. 92. Oh, that's what's happening. I forgot I asked that question. Ouch. Ouch, guys. Though over 9,000 is right. Very well. So, Rod, can you tell us a little bit about how you get the recipes?
You can get the recipes through a few different means. The first of which I've kind of described a little bit was the extraction system. In addition to that, they are random loot off of pretty much any NPC out there has a chance to drop it. The boss NPCs and the instances will have a much better chance of getting them. Mm-hmm. Also they are tradable commodities, so you'll want to get them through the broker or the auction house and just trading with your friends.
Are there rarities to the recipes?
Yes, there are. The one I scribed right here is actually a rare. It's a blue. And they go greens and blues. There's also white recipes. And one of the things you'll notice with this particular recipe, the lowest component I can make, or result item, is a blue. If I actually succeed and do the other ones, you're going to see the purples and the oranges. There's a large number of rarity scale to the items in the game. And again, as those rarities get higher, they get more powerful. It'll give you more attributes, it'll give you more points added to them, more energy. So you'll want to get those really powerful items through those methods.
Singing Bug Two-Handed Sword. That's a good name. I kind of want one of those.
That's what I'm wearing. So in this particular one, let's just increase my catalyst in there. Looks like I can use 20 on this one. And then I'm also going to grab one of the materials here for the enhancement catalyst. Let's see, invasive, I think that's damage if I remember correctly. So we're going to add that onto there. I'm just going to hit a start craft. We'll see how well I do. I got a blue. I failed miserably.
Oh, man.
But if we compare the blue here, just for the sake of it, this one was a 46 to 54 is what it was going to give me using the... That seems broken.
It's grayish. It's not gray.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong one. Huh. 46 to 57.
It's grayish.
What did that actually enhance? I thought it was damage, but apparently not. 36 to 43. It increased the magic damage possibility. So instead of being a 36 to 43, it was the 39 to 48 now. As you get higher level and you use more powerful catalysts, you'll have a larger increase on those.
So for our 6th beta key question, as you guys may or may not know, Runewaker, the company that is developing Dragon's Prophet, is based in Taiwan. They celebrate the Chinese New Year. They're on the Chinese calendar. What is the next year that is the Year of the Dragon? I gotta do some math.
I don't know the answer to that one, so I'm just going to kind of continue over here. So what do we got? We've covered the catalyst system, the enhancement catalysts. We covered your chances of getting these. We have the basic UI. What else do we have? We've got recipes that you can get throughout the game.
Yeah.
Come on, mind of the game here, mind of the game.
I'm sorry, I'm just enjoying the fact that apparently no one knows what the Chinese calendar is or how it works. Like not even close. Though we did get the correct answer in there. I believe it's one of them. No, it's 2024. It's a 12-year calendar, and last year was the last year of the dragon. We were really, really hoping we could put Dragon's Prophet out in the Year of the Dragon.
That would have been nice.
It just didn't work out for us.
Okay, so that's pretty much the majority of the crafting system. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything that's there. I don't think so. That's pretty much a quick overview of it. If you have any questions, feel free to type them in there, and I'll be happy to drop some answers in. In the meantime, let's talk a little bit about the new build.
Yes.
So the new build brought in a much-needed change to the server. We had gone probably, what, 3 weeks or so without a build.
Like it had been a little while.
So it was really nice to actually see a new one. As many of you may have noticed, we got it out there as quickly as we could. Sorry for those people that we had to wipe your inventory and stuff a little bit.
We did have a little bit of a problem there. Do you want to talk about that? I know it's fun.
It was a late night.
Yeah. It's a beta, right? These things happen, and sometimes they're unpredictable, and this was a fun one.
Yeah, ultimately we preferred the idea of not actually having to wipe. As it turned out, a few of you that may have been on late that night, you actually logged into the server and found that you didn't have any attributes on any of your equipment anymore. That was a problem, and we found out exactly why, because a structure change was done to the database that we knew one was coming, we just didn't know it was actually in this build. That caught us a little bit by surprise, so our quick solution was to just wipe everybody's inventory and let you continue on at your levels that you were. Seems like a good compromise.
Yeah, it's better than doing a complete wipe, right?
We were that close.
Yeah, which is another option.
We were real close to doing a wipe, and again, it is beta. We certainly will be doing wipes from time to time, but we just didn't plan one then.
Yeah.
Do your dragons have gear slots? Yes, they do.
Yeah, let's show them that.
Right there. I don't actually have any gear for them on me right now, but you can craft it if you happen to be a tinkerer.
Yeah, but we can talk a little bit about what the gear is, right?
Yeah, it's this piece and this piece and this piece. It's, one's like a helm piece. Actually,
yeah,
kind of puts a
face armor.
Yeah, face armor. That's a good way to go.
Facearmor.com.
And then you've got a saddle, which is more of your briding. Briding? That's not the right word.
Bridle.
Bridle.
No, a bridle is a different thing that goes in your mouth if you're a horse. Probably if you're a dragon too. What do you guys think? Do you think that dragons need bridles?
You think the breathing fire would cause a problem with that?
Yeah, actually. I mean, what kind of metal could they even be made of? No, we're not related, Autumn Rose Lake. I know it looks like it, mostly because, we're just friends.
Okay. That's getting weird.
And then
the amulet, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they can have amulets because most dragons like amulets. But, I mean, there's all kinds of dragon equipment. Is it in the build yet, or is it coming?
There is equipment in the build right now. You can find it. Some of the boss mobs will actually drop like the saddles and things, and you can craft it right now too.
Oh yeah, that's right. Like crafting is a big part of how you get the dragon armor.
Yeah, it's certainly the easier way, because you can guarantee you're getting it through the crafting rather than the random chance from a mob.
Okay, so for our 7th question, for our 7th key, since I've seen that a bunch of you folks like Pokemon, I probably don't even have to ask the question, but can you name 3 dragons that are in Pokemon? We're going somewhere, aren't we?
Yes, as it turns out. I didn't notice either. No. I thought I'd zone us over to another one of the new things we added with this particular build is we have a new starting area. Pursha is the best I can say for pronunciation. I don't know for sure. I'm kind of making that up.
Squirtle is definitely not a dragon. Squirtle, you may or may not believe, is a turtle.
Well, you could base it off of our dragons and call it a dragon.
Yeah, that is one of my favorite things about the game is that it does take a very broad definition of dragons, because it turns out that what dragons a long time ago sort of interbred with all species.
What
and so
happened?
Oh, you're in Helmoth. That's not where you wanted to be, is it?
No, I'm where I wanted. I just don't know why there's. Yeah, this is Persia. I don't know why that dragon's appeared there. Wait. We'll pretend that's not there. You didn't see that. It's not the dragon you're looking for.
Yeah, I think we've got it on dragons in Pokemon. There are quite a few actually. Magikarp is not a dragon, by the way.
Doesn't he evolve into like a dragon-looking thing though?
I think he might. No, but it's like a fish dude. I mean,
Yeah.
Magikarp is basically a goldfish.
Okay, so I zoned over just to kind of run away from everybody because I'm mean that way. I zoned over to Pursha. I'm gonna still make up new names for this every time, which is our new continent we have for the new starting area. Wow, I'm just fat fingering these things.
Oh, Pursha. Yeah,
Pursha.
That's how I would say it too.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
What do you guys think?
It's the new area that you can start. You'll go through and lots of new adventuring.
Well, look at that volcano.
It's kind of a neat little area. It's definitely come a long ways from the other starting areas. They've evolved a little bit in how they designed the quest areas, the quest design for it. A redesign a little bit in how early you get some of your dragons that you can get to. In this particular case, starting city's back over there. You go through a few quests. You come across over here, and right across this bridge, you run into your first area that you can actually find a flying dragon, which apparently everybody has grabbed them all.
Well, there'll be more, right? They spawn back up. How do you guys know that we have low disk space?
Are you guys seeing that on the screen?
2 people have mentioned it. That's weird.
Yeah, I saw it pop up down here too.
Oh, well, that's probably how they know.
Am I supposed to be in full screen? Maybe I'm supposed to be in full screen here.
Yeah. So we actually did.
Oh god. Oh god.
Oh no! Don't look at that. We did clear out our recycle bin and things like that before this. So we were. Oh no.
Oh, that broke things. Don't do that. Okay, we'll stick back with that.
Yeah. We cleared out our recycle bin, and it's not apparently.
Oh god, I'm being attacked.
Oh yes.
Okay, so let me just jump on one of these and we'll tame one of these guys and see what we get.
And you guys, has everyone seen the dragon taming, or should we talk about that a little bit?
We should probably talk about it a little bit. Basically, the dragon taming causes you to do a little mini game, which I'm trying to do while I'm talking here. Which you end up using various keys on the keyboard. It starts out with your normal movement keys of A, W, S, D, and then from there, as the difficulty gets higher, it adds in extra ones. Like I've seen G, J, K will pop up on the screen as you're doing some of the harder dragons in the game. Let's see. Flying dragon. There's our first dragon in this newbie area. So let's take a look at the dragon real quick. What we got here? Ooh, I like them. What we got here? Corrosive Breath. Not that familiar with that one myself, but let me get off here. Okay.
So for our 8th beta key, the question is, in the original Final Fantasy, what is the name of the final boss dragon? Rod knows this one.
I'm not old enough.
Oh, ouch.
No, I am. I am old enough to be the first Final Fantasy. I just don't remember back that far.
Oh, hey, Duck Force One, I'm sorry. We are actually watching both chats. It's just that in the Dragon's Profit channel, there's more people talking, so we're paying a little bit more attention to that. That's also where the beta keys are being given away, so if I were you, I would hop over there and make sure to subscribe to it, because that way you'll be ready to get them every time.
Did we get the name? Ragnarok? It's not Ragnarok.
No.
What?
No. People are, yes, we do have the name.
What is that?
Yeah, how do you even do that? That's an amazing face, Nethed. But yeah, I kind of want to know how to do that.
Yeah. Okay, I'm getting distracted.
Yeah, it's either Bahamut or I thought it was Tiamat. But in any case, you guys got it. And if you guys want to fight about which one is the correct one, I would like to know.
Looks like McWolfie made a new character.
McWolfie, who's that?
McWolfie G.
McWolfie is one of our friends?
McWolfie shows up at pretty much every one of our webcasts.
Oh, yeah? Hi, McWolfie. How you doing?
I think, yeah, every one that I've been at showed up at it.
We can't escape him.
No, they can find us every time. So to talk about dragons a little bit more, in this particular one, I grabbed, what do we got? Corrosive Breath. That's actually a Dragon Soul ability. So the Dragon Soul abilities you can actually use as your own character. So I'm going to take that ability, and I dragged it down to my hotbar down there. So I actually have it available to me.
So it's a drag and drop ability?
Really?
Yes. No, but I mean, I think this is what's really cool. And is it the claws around it signify that it's?
Yeah, that means that it's a Dragon Soul ability, so it's one that you'll be able to use.
Yeah.
See, Dragon's Prophet liked it.
And I think that's yeah, it was pretty good, I thought. But it's pretty cool. I like the fact that even the dragons you don't have out make you better.
Yeah, it's great. It gives you a reason to have extra dragons and have them in your inventory. We've also got a few other abilities on here. This Ore Knowledge Mastery is one of those are elite skills. The elite skills are ones that are more attuned to certain dragon types, but you can get pretty much all of them anywhere, but there's certain ones that'll have it more likely. Yeah, slow disc space, we know.
Thanks, though, we do appreciate it.
This particular one is used in, like, when you send them out to get resources for you, they'll give you 10% more. You can level those up, and you can get even more from it.
How do you level up those abilities?
Magic is the best answer for that.
Okay. Okay, speaking of which, our 9th beta key giveaway is about Magic the Gathering, in case you guys know that game. What is the name of the famous dragon that was a 5/5 in the very first set of Magic the Gathering?
You are really, truly a geek. You know that.
Yeah, it's what I do. But so to level up abilities is tricky, but there is the ability to trade abilities between dragons in the Dragon's Lair, right?
Yeah, there's a couple different things you can do while you're in the Dragon's Lair. I can't actually show it where I'm at right now. Actually, I can fake it. No, I can't fake it. I just have a lot of the same dragon in my Dragon Lair right now. Through the Dragon Lair, you can go through and level up skills by sending them out to train. And during that training process, they can gain extra levels in those abilities and make them more powerful. You can also send them out to get the resources, and you can also do... losing the name of it right offhand. Field training. That's it. You can send out do field training, where you can take 2 dragons that you own and send them out to train with each other. And when they do that, there's a chance that you can learn new abilities from that dragon, giving you an opportunity to transfer those skills from one dragon to another.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool, because you're just like, hey, go dragons! See what happens next. Come back maybe with a new ability. Hey, Duck Force 1, the Dragon's Prophet channel is twitch.tv/dragons_prophet. I'm sorry, I can't type it into the thing because I'm an idiot. So the correct answer to that question, which Driagoon got, is the Shivan dragon, which back in my day was worth $15.
That's a lot back in your day.
Yeah. Yeah, back then, because it used to cost like a nickel to ride the subway.
In addition to the elite skills and the Dragon Soul skills, you have the actual dragon's abilities themselves. So when you pull them out in combat, they can use various skills against the NPCs or creatures that you're fighting. Those skills are listed there. So I'm going to go out here, pull my dragon out here. We made a few changes to the way that dragons work in this particular update. Previously, it was completely based off of your Dragon Soul, which is up in the upper...
Oh, yeah.
I would point, but I don't have anything.
It's
here.
The orange thing, right?
That would be your Dragon Bar, or your Dragon Soul. And the longer you had that your dragon out, it would wear down that Dragon Soul, and as soon as it was gone, you'd lose your dragon. Well, not lose it, you just couldn't use it at the time. The change that was made to it is they now have a buff time to them, so that they'll stay out for a fixed period of time, and that fixed period of time is based off of your character stats. Primarily, charisma is a really big factor in that one. So I'm going to pull my dragon out here. And you can see that I've received my little buff here that's counting down for that.
Oh, is that the awesome Runewake dragon?
That is Runewake. He's named Bob. I don't know why I called him Bob. That just seemed like a good name.
Oh yeah, you can name your dragons.
Yeah,
that's
one
actually one of my favorite things about this game.
So any of these new ones here, I can go through and I can change his name if I want.
What do you guys want to name this guy? Not Bob the Builder. He already has a dragon named Bob. Come on, guys.
It's Jim Bob.
Jim Bob.
I don't know why I'm stuck on the word Bob. Okay,
you should get. I'm
Frank.
gonna give all my dragons like really redneck names.
Frank. We're making him Frank. He's now Frank.
Oh, you're Frank. Oh, Guillermo. That's a good name for a dragon.
Okay, so we got my dragon out, who's actually wasting his time right now. We're gonna go over and attack something. Where do we got something to attack? I'm probably gonna kill it right away, aren't I? I am gonna be broken. I am so broken on my character right now. You guys didn't see me hit for 25k. That doesn't happen.
Yeah, these are mad hacks, people.
I break things. But what your dragon's going to actually do for you when you have him out there is he'll go over and start attacking the NPC, and as he does various different attacks, he'll actually increase your dragon soul bar for you, so it doesn't regenerate while you're in combat normally.
And you're, again, using the Dragon Soul bar now to use some of those abilities, the Dragon Soul abilities. And so having the dragon, beating the crap out of stuff allows you to use more abilities. So you're definitely going to want to have a dragon out.
Let's pull him out again. I can't see my screen right. Oh, good. Okay. We're going to fix something really quick, because I think, as you guys may see, I'm have a lot of strength and constitution. I'm going to fix that. If I remember how to do it. Oh, this would be me having old age and can't remember how to do things.
Oh, that's okay. We've all been there. How old do you guys think Rod is?
Aha. See, I'm not that silly.
Oh yeah, Dragon Monk. We've got all kinds of awesome GM tools. You can do
we cheat.
Great stuff with them. It's
okay,
so much
let's
fun.
see. I probably won't kill things quite as fast now, though I am level 59, so there's a good chance I will.
The correct answer is Rod is barely legal.
No, I still instantly kill everything. Yeah, that doesn't work as I planned. Oh well. So what else did we get added into this particular one? In this update, we saw some changes to the crafting system, as a lot of you guys seen in there. If you had played with the crafting before, it's changed a lot. There's a lot of new recipes in there. It now has the advanced recipes, the rares that you couldn't get before. We've got... What else do we have? I believe there's some improvements to the guild system, but I haven't actually looked at it yet. The newbie area, there's a couple new instances in Zone 6, which is... I can't remember which one now. I really should know that.
Yeah,
6.
I can't remember the name.
In case you guys want to know. It's in Zone 6.
But yeah, so for a little while, they're all called Zone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And not in order or anything, because that would be too easy.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
So,
what else we got in there? I really probably should have actually took notes of what else has changed in there. That would have been a good idea.
So I'm seeing a few people say that on the Facebook and the Twitter feed, there are no keys. I cannot confirm or deny that. Hopefully our community manager can. If the answer is that it's not happening, then just after the broadcast, I'll go and figure out
why it didn't happen?
Where the keys are, and we'll start posting them. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. I didn't see the answer. I would say it out loud. Oh, we gave away the keys.
Oh.
Yeah, so sorry. We gave the keys away. We will continue giving away keys at various times on Facebook and Twitter, and obviously always during our live feed here on Twitch.
This would be one of the systems that came in.
Oh, yeah, achievements.
Sadly, we're missing all the translations for it right now. They're there. They do function and work. They just don't really tell you exactly what you have to do for any of them. We're working on that. Again, we always get the translations as quickly as we can. We're always going to be a little bit behind the Taiwanese version of the game, and as soon as they put something new in, which, again, brand new system, we'll translate as quickly as we can and get it out to you.
Well, and as we said, we're still in closed beta, so things are, being populated into the game. We're giving you guys a sneak peek, and so if you can just imagine what sorts of achievements will be there eventually. Oh, what is that?
I don't know.
Click it.
I did. The data error.
So this is our data error feature. It's pretty cool. It's one of the things that causes the low disk space feature that we also have put into this build. But yeah, I don't know what that is.
I don't know what it is either. I'll figure that one out. It might be this, but I'm not sure. This is the enhancement screen. It changed a lot from our previous build, and it's also a little bit more accessible than it was previously. It's something we're still working on the balance for and figuring out exactly how we want it to work. What you do with this particular system is you can take, let me see, I've got a bow here. I can throw a bow in there, and I've got physical damage. I can pay money, and it'll take my money away, and I've got a 76% chance that I'll increase the damage on that bow. So added 6 on there. Let's see if we can get an example. What are we at? 140 to 171.
Is that middle thing a clam?
Yes, kind of.
Oh.
It's for the daily missions. Throughout the game, there is several different currencies that you receive through the game. One of them is through daily missions, and those daily missions will give you... I can't remember what the currency's called. I probably can fake it, though.
I'm going to call them clams, which is a kind of currency.
Or dragon currency.
Oh, dragon currency. So here, I guess... Oh, iron, right? That's that weird thing you just found up there. Wasn't that the same name?
Yeah, that's the crafting. That's what that one is.
So probably those statues belong to that feature.
Maybe. But there's a number of different currencies that you can get in the game. We don't have all of the vendors in-game yet, but like the dragon currency is going to be used for a vendor in-game, and also it'll allow you to purchase some of the items that'll be on our state marketplace. You'll be able to purchase those through the daily quest tokens also. The relics are obtained through your public events. As you go through and play the public events, killing certain NPCs or bosses in it will reward you the holy relics, and those will be used in as another currency you can purchase items for. The Aaron, I believe we're renaming that, I'm not sure, are used for... there's a friendship system that's coming into game. Part of it's in right now. It's not... Yes, we got a load of space. Why are we still yelling at me? Stop that. There's a friendship system which basically works off of grouping with people and participating with them. You can gain points in that, which will give you relics for it, and you can use those and trade those in for another thing. The honor is going to be a little ways out. That's from the PvP stuff. I think the Aaron also is the crafting stuff. I thought it was. Maybe not.
I like that there's a friendship system.
It is.
Makes me happy. And we'll go into more detail about that in a future website.
Yeah, we'll certainly focus on that one in a future one. I also hope to hit housing sometime in the future and give an example of what the housing's like. They made several improvements to the housing system. I believe you can actually get there right now without being GM flagged. You can actually get there as a player. But there's not a... I can't remember if the vendors are there. I don't know if you can actually do the whole system right now. But we'll have something for it in the near future. We'll show it off and give you an idea what the housing's going to be like. Certainly one area I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
To talk about this real quick, like I was doing the power up of my weapon here. You can do magic damage. You can do the endurance on it. You can also do the energy on it. This is also one of the ways that you can... weapons and equipment have durability on them. So as you use it, after a while and after your deaths, you're going to see that durability go down. If it gets to a certain point, you'll no longer be able to use the weapon. You can also repair the weapon, and when you repair it, it also lowers that maximum durability. So this is one way to kind of counteract that and actually raise that durability up again to make it so you can maintain that item longer. Once the item actually gets to a certain point, there's items in game that you can use to make it into a costume appearance if you want, or you can also use it in like your housing. We're going to allow you to display some of your weapons and your armor actually in your house. In addition to this system, we also added this one, which let me just hit one real quick.
Yeah, there's one more beta key coming, guys, and predictably it won't come until the end of the cast.
The question is, when's the end? How long can we sit here and talk?
As long as you want, buddy.
So the second part of this allows you to change the attributes on your weapon. So in this particular case, my item has the attribute not listed correctly. Oh, physical damage. There it is. It's currently at 17.
Not listed correctly attribute.
And you can see I can get a max of 25 if I want in there. If I do the little roll on it, we'll see that it actually changed the attribute type that I had, I believe. No, it didn't. I lied. But it changed it to 16. That was really a bad investment on my part.
Yeah, you should do better this time. Come on.
8!
Oh!
Yes! No, not so good.
Yeah.
But it's another one of the areas of the game that you can enhance your weapons, make yourself more powerful. So it's not only going out and getting your levels, it's not only getting the equipment, it's powering up the equipment itself, so that every item is really unique to you.
Yeah, and I mean, this is one of the things, right? The clams that are for the friendship system or whatever they're for, right? I can't remember, I'm sorry.
That one's the dragon insignias.
Dragon insignias that you can earn throughout the game give you the advanced training there, which gives you a better chance of improvement.
Yeah, and you'll see
general training.
Like this particular one has 100% right there. If I was using a much higher level item, that percentage will go down drastically. And then there's also the option of, well, that should say station cash, not crystal, but it will at some point.
Yeah, we'll get on that. Okay, guys. So I think we're going to wrap up fairly soon. So if anyone has any more questions for Rod and I, we can answer them for you. And then very shortly, I will be asking the last dragon trivia question.
Which coins are you asking about, Dragon Monk?
I think he probably means the gold, right?
I don't know, maybe. The gold, the actual money in game, there's no plans on selling that directly for station cash. Also, the currency that you're seeing there of the clams or the dragon insignias are obtained through doing quests in the game. Pretty much, yeah, Dragon Monk, all of the different types of currencies you obtain through doing things in game, with the exception of the station cash. Station cash is a purchase.
Okay, so for the final question, that way we can still answer a couple of your questions while we're talking. In the Silmarillion, Gandalf fights and defeats this epic dragon. What's his name?
What do we got for questions? Add one. I guess that'd be add action. One action. So your piece of armor won't always be usable. It'll be usable as long as you keep that durability up. If for any reason you get to the point where your durability is completely gone, those equipment will be unavailable for you at that time.
But you can repair the stuff too, right? So it's not super bad. Was there anything else that you wanted to show us?
That's pretty much everything I was going to cover today. So at this point, we're just answering the questions.
Yep. Oh, we're battling low disk space. Yeah, it is an epic war that we're fighting.
We're losing it, apparently, too.
Yeah. Well, what are you going to do? If you would like to send us a new hard drive...
beta key?
Yeah, we'll swap out a couple beta keys for a hard drive. But probably we need a fairly large one. I assume there's a good one in here. All right.
I'm not willing to say that. But.
So the answer to the last question is, I have no idea. I haven't read the Silmarillion, and I don't know anyone who has. So who knows? But we'll give you a beta key anyway. And we really want to thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. We appreciate your time. And we hope that you guys liked what we showed on crafting. And if you guys have additional questions, oh yeah, that's a good hashtag. You can use that on Twitter anytime. Omid is cray cray. It happens a lot. And yeah, so if you guys have any further questions, please just hit us up on Facebook and on Twitter. We're happy to answer them there.
There's also the forums.
Yeah, there's the forums if you've gotten into beta, and we did put a bunch of people into beta today, which was nice.
Yeah, pretty good size chunk of people.
Yeah, we're gonna start putting people in a little bit more regularly now that we've got the servers in better shape and that the build is in better shape. And we'll see you again next week for our next live cast. And thanks very much for watching.
See you guys.
Bye, guys. I have no idea how to turn this off. Please
hit the volume there.
Please turn it off for me.